can't rebound, you can't win. And that has been the story of the first 3 games for the Boston Celtics this season. What's up, everyone, and welcome in to your Celtic source, home of your 0-3 Boston Celtics. The Celtics, they dropped this game to the Detroit Pistons 119-113. They had leads in this game early in the game. The Pistons got a lead early in the second half. And then the Celtics claw back like they've done in every single game this season. And then the rebounding, the athleticism shows truly why this team is going to struggle all season. I don't think there's anything Joe Mazzulla can do coaching-wise that fixes this talent gap, or not even talent gap, just ability and size and athleticism to rebound the ball. But we'll get into this. I want to start with some of the positives because, we have to find silver linings, especially if this is the way the season's going to go. We have to be able to find silver linings for valuable pieces and players that can be part of a championship season next year when Tatum gets back, in future years. And I thought Hugo Gonzalez, once again, right? Joe Mazzulla rewarded him for his ability and his energy and his effort against the Knicks on Friday night. He rewarded him in this game by actually putting him in the starting lineup, which I wouldn't say I predicted that to happen, but I don't find it surprising that Hugo Gonzalez comes in the lineup here, because he is one of those guys that brings the athleticism that the Pistons have on almost all assets of their starting five, right? Duran, Cade Cunningham, Usar Thompson were all just freaky athletic in this game. And Hugo Gonzalez did a great job, I thought, of guarding Cade Cunningham, right? He took the pressure, or he put the pressure on him to guard the best player at only 19 years old. So I actually really loved Hugo Gonzalez for doing that. And, mixed results. Obviously, Cade Cunningham scores 25 points, which, is a moderate number. It's not a super high number, but it's also not like he didn't take that many shots, right? He went 8 for 18, so not great efficiency from Hugo, but 2 of 5, or not great efficiency from Cade Cunningham. Just 8 of 18, 2 of 5 from 3. He did get to the line 7 times. But overall, it's the extra opportunities that the Pistons are getting, and any team that the Celtics have played this season are getting. I think they were out-rebounded, or the Pistons had 18 offensive rebounds and 30 second-chance points. There is no way that you're going to win the game, no matter if Jaylen Brown scores 40 like he did tonight. And we'll talk about Jaylen Brown in just a second, because I've been pushing for Jaylen Brown to basically take it upon himself to carry the team and show some of the reasons why he's an all-NBA player. And we just haven't seen that in the first 2 games. I thought this was the first game where he truly showed that. He did also pick up 4 turnovers with that, and 12 of 25 shooting, so pretty bad efficiency. 12 of 15 from the line, so 80% free throw shooting. You'll take that from him. But Jaylen Brown, once again, the only bright spot in this game offensively. Derek White, 3 of 11 from 3. I'm not sure what's going on with him right now. He is in a terrible slump at the worst time, because last year, when guys had slumps, there were other guys that could pick you up. Right now, Derek White, you're the number 2 option on this team. And when you go down and Jaylen Brown's all out there by himself, there's no way you're going to be able to keep up with other offenses around the league, right? And the Pistons aren't even that great of an offense. They score 119 points, but 30 of those, like I said, came on second chance points. You do the great job to get the stop, and then you just allow the other team to basically cakewalk or sleepwalk their way to a win solely on just being taller than you and rebounding the ball. So I'm not sure that there's a fix to this, because it's going to happen in almost every game. Like tomorrow night, the Celtics play the New Orleans Pelicans. Who's to say Zion Williamson is not going to do the same? And Zion Williamson is at his prime probably twice as good as the likes of a Cade Cunningham. And, he's not going to shoot threes, but he's going to just out-bully you to the basket, right? Luka Garza, Neemias Queta are not going to stand a chance tomorrow night if Zion has it going. And so, we can talk about, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Hugo, Pritchard, right? I thought Pritchard, it continues to be a problem right now. And yes, I thought he had, a pretty solid night scoring. Payton Pritchard, 21 points, 2 of 8 from 3. So not a great three-point shooting, but I thought he did a good job of taking advantage of that and getting into the paint when his shot wasn't falling. Because I think Pritchard knows that this season you're going to have guys and teams that are scheming for you. And so he's going to have to find other ways of scoring that is not just sitting on the perimeter and waiting for a ball to be passed to him or taking a shot off of a dribble, because teams are putting one of their better defenders on him and he's not able to get open. So I thought Pritchard is taking the right steps, going in the right direction on, getting comfortable in this new offense. And it's going to continue to, it's going to have to continue to improve, because the way this defense is rolling right now, and when I say defense, I mean the rebounding, because for the most part, the defense has been fine, right? You take away those 30 extra points that the Pistons got on offensive rebounding, you're winning this game in a blowout fashion. And now maybe you don't score on every one of those possessions, but you just see how the Celtics are dominating the game in all aspects except the little margins, the rebounding and the turnover battle, and that's what cost them the game, and really what cost any team, I would say, probably throughout the season. Because everyone in the NBA can score. That's not the problem. It's how you can limit that scoring as much as possible, and the Celtics just don't have the guys to do it right now. But, as for this game, we can go through the box score here, right? Derek White, we talked about him I'm not sure what's going to, the reason he's in a poor shooting slump, but he's not taking great shot. He's taking deep contested threes that I think are the result of him, being basically guarded with one of the opponent's best players, because he's now the number 2 option on this team. Right? He's not able to sit behind a Jason Tatum, a Jaylen Brown, a Kristaps Porzingis, and just be left open to shoot corner threes. He is facilitating. He is running the offense. And, this learning curve is going to take a couple games to, and really maybe the first 25 games of the season to learn. And I'm not saying they're going to go 0-25, because, at some point, someone's going to get hot. This was actually the first game where Sam Hauser only went 1 of 4 and didn't have a lights-out shooting performance, right? Had you gotten 2 of those threes to fall, maybe even 3, you're winning that game. So it's really right now, with the defense and rebounding you have, it's going to be a track meet to win games. You have to just outscore opponents. And at the moment, the Celtics just don't have that. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here because, the biggest takeaways from this, the rebounding, obviously. Bright spots, Jaylen Brown finally got going. Payton Pritchard is finding ways to score. Hugo Gonzalez continues to be a spark, whether he's coming off the bench in the Knicks game or he's starting and guarding the best player. I really like what he is bringing to the table. And, we'll be back tomorrow night to react to another game where, if I see another rebounding thing and the Celtics are losing by 30 on the rebounding era or rebounding side of the ball, I might overreact in that game and say that this season is going to be a tank season. Because I'm not there yet, right? We're only 3 games in. But the things I'm seeing don't seem like they are coachable options for Joe Mazzulla, right? If you're just going to be out-bullied and out basically mossed for a rebound, like there's nothing coaching can do at that point. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. Follow on social media. Make sure to check out the most recent podcast that we went live earlier today to record. You can check that out on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. And until next time, go Celtics.
Brown lets it fly. Bottom, a 3. From behind, knocking it away. Tatum passes in. Pritchard got it back inside. And 1. Brown lets it fly. Bottom, a 3. From behind, knocking it away. Tatum passes in. Pritchard got it back.